Does it feel amazing when you open your Airbnb calendar and you see it fully booked months in advance, even a year out? But what if I told you that might actually not be a good thing? In this video, we're breaking down what far out pricing really means, why being booked too early could be costing you serious revenue, and how to use tools like PriceLabs' Far Out Premium feature to make sure you're maximizing profit on those early bookings, not leaving money on the table.
Hi, I'm Sarah Karakayan.
And I'm Annette Grant. And together we are
Thanks for visiting.
We've been hosting for well over a decade, welcomed tens of thousands of guests, and earned thousands of 5-star reviews.
Our portfolio continues to bring in over 1.5 million year over year, and supported not only by the industry's leading brands, but also some of the biggest media outlets.
And we're here to help you with your furnished rental.
Let us tell you why pricing gets messy for hosts. Most hosts, not you after watching this video, start manually adjusting rates, panicking, lowering their prices to chase last-minute bookings, or guessing what to charge far in advance.
Or not even just guessing, forgetting that there's something happening.
And that is not only time-consuming, it's also very inconsistent. It keeps you reacting instead of leading.
And we're here to shake it up, to have some mindset shifts. A lot of hosts wear this "I got booked first" badge of honor. That should be a big loser badge because you've lost out on revenue, all right? Most likely that guest locked in a lower rate way too early before we even know what the market demand is going to be. The smartest hosts, the most profitable hosts, hold out and capture peak revenue when demand spikes. Or they have our favorite feature, far out premiums, turned on. So I'm telling you, I have to bite my lips so hard when I hear hosts bragging during a giant event, Kentucky Derby, whatever's big in their area, they're bragging that they're already booked for next season, or the family just came for vacation, they already booked for next year, and I'm like, and they booked at the same exact rate. You are underpriced. Okay? The guest knows this. That's why they're pouncing. A lot of us think, and I know this is hard and it's even kind of hard to say, we think we gave such an amazing stay, they want to lock in the dates.
And how honored you feel,
A lot of times they want to lock in the rates, okay? And so that's why knowing what your far out premium rates are will help you. Okay, we don't want to stop repeat bookings. Hear me out there, but we also don't want you missing out on revenue that would have naturally occurred. There is inflation, there are demand spikes, and you are smart, savvy business owners using the data, and you cannot be left behind.
What is far out pricing? Far out means dates that extend well beyond your typical booking window. What is a booking window? The average amount of time to when a guest books your place and to when they are going to arrive. For some markets, a far out from your booking window could be 90 days. In others, it's 6 to 9 months. So it does depend, and you do have to know a lot of it about your market to know what far out means for you. A far out premium is a markup you apply to those dates. Because guests who need certainty, i.e. me, early planners, we will pay more for peace of mind.
And again, circling back to what I said before, you are not penalizing the early bookers.
No.
All right? You're protecting your calendar and rewarding yourself for being patient and being profitable.
And I'm okay with it as the booker because I know, hey, I don't have to worry about that anymore. My dates, my preferred place of staying, they're booked. I feel good about it too as a planner. So many hosts have this feeling almost of guilt. And
that's the best word.
And
we've got to just remove it. We've got to remove it.
I don't know what else to say about it. Yeah.
And here's the deal. Again, it's not that we can't incentivize repeat bookings. We know that. But again, we just want to make sure that we understand our pricing strategy. The other reason we want you to have a mindset shift about this today and just really being thoughtful about your calendar, it's because we have just coached so many hosts who have literally given out their most valuable weekends because they were not on top of their pricing. I mean, painfully low rates that It's the difference between being profitable and not. And the guest would have paid it had the host not been asleep at the wheel. I'm gonna say that. Or had the set it and forget it mentality, okay? And that's why today we've partnered on this video with PriceLabs. They've helped us sponsor because this is the tool that we trust in our own business because we too have been there. We have been there where we were giving nights away. We hadn't been on top of our calendar. Someone knew something big was coming. They booked it, and we felt that pain. We don't want you to feel that pain.
Yeah, so this video, like Annette said, is sponsored by PriceLabs, the dynamic pricing tool that we trust in our own business.
And they're gonna automate these far out premiums for all of us, okay? Those last minute adjustments and daily price updates, they're gonna do that for you so your listing stays competitive without you doing all this manual work and staying up 24/7 every day, continuing to check your pricing.
Yeah, and it's the one piece of software that we encourage all hosts, but a lot of new hosts ask us, hey, if there's one piece of tech that you would suggest I get first, because there's a lot out there, we always say, in most cases,
yes. And it doesn't
PriceLabs.
matter the amount of rooms you have
No.
or where you're located.
No.
We recommend this.
Yes, because it's this piece of software that's going to help you make money, and they make you an offer you cannot refuse. And I know it sounds very whatever, but it's true, because you can try it for free for 30 days, plus get $10 off your first invoice with the link in our show notes. And I'm telling you, like, if you can use it for 30 days and capture revenue that you didn't even know you could make, and the data and the proof is there showing that you can, it's a no-brainer. So definitely give PriceLabs a try.
This is why we love far out premiums, and we use that feature inside PriceLabs. It's because we set our far out rules once. I'm gonna say that again. We set our far out rules once, and then they automatically adjust every single day.
Automatically adjust.
So
Every day.
whew.
So nice.
And we're gonna share, like, we know some of our far out rules. Like, we're gonna share exactly, we talk about football a lot here, but.
Yeah, well, it's a big driver of demand in our market, and we share with you what we know with our own experiences. So in Columbus, we had far out dates for football weekends marked up, meaning we already knew when the home games would be, but at the time, we didn't know who we were playing
Or
yet.
what time. There's some nuances, or what their rankings were going to be.
That's what I was going to say, all those things, right? But truly, I didn't know this, the time of day the game is, like,
Big change in rankings. And then as the season.
To the tailgaters, like, it matters.
It matters. And as the season moves on, things ebb and flow.
Things
and
change.
Yep.
But anyway, so we had at least locked in the premiums for the weekends that we knew we were going to have home games. And then months later, when the games were announced, the demand skyrocketed because we had our premiums in place. We were already priced higher, and we were able to capture top rates. That is how you protect your calendar and stay a rate leader instead of a rate follower.
This is how you are going to use the far out premium feature strategically inside PriceLabs. Number one, you have to identify your true booking window, but you have to use that using PriceLabs analytics. So you're going to have to dig in there, look at the data.
It's worth it.
You're going to set premiums for the dates beyond that window. And if I'm saying things like booking window and you don't know what those are, we've got a lot of homework to do, all right? After you've set the premium for the dates beyond your booking window, then we're gonna customize the percentages for your property. And I know you wanna know right now, what's that percentage? We can't tell, we don't know your
depends.
property, we can't see your analytics inside PriceLabs right now. That's something that we hold for our inside our strategic host, inside our coaching program, because then we have to work hand in hand with you to look at your analytics to find that sweet spot, because there is a sweet spot. And then last but not least, you're gonna wanna layer in your local knowledge. So as events get announced, the market change, PriceLab is catching the data, but you also need to bring your human insight into your pricing. You're the driver of the car, okay? And here's the deal too. The other thing is just understanding your historicals, understanding, your referral business, your repeat business. And the one thing I want to share, all of this, you have got to keep a 5-star stay. You cannot skimp on your cleaning, on your amenities, on your inspections, on your details. When we're talking about premium pricing, you also have to give a premium stay. So don't get so focused on your pricing that you forget about the operations. They do have to go hand in hand.
Far out premiums, I want to make sure that you're truly understanding what we're saying to you right now. Because the way I've heard really prominent, experienced hosts brag about being booked ahead of everyone else, it's just like, we have to stop looking at those vanity metrics. We have to stop trying to speak or be a part of a conversation when, I don't even know, it's like, it's just, you're leaving so much money on the table. And the different angles that we're trying to share with hosts, that there has not been a host we've met yet, Annette, who we've started coaching, whose pricing has been spot on.
No. And we know, like, it is a mindset thing. People want to look at their calendar and they want to see it booked up.
Yeah.
And whenever we see that, we know that they've left so much money on the table. And so for some reason, we're really still trying to analyze this truthfully. There is this weird, we see hosts finding peace of mind over a book calendar. We need you to find peace of mind in your profitability. There is something really, really off there. And trust me, we know psychologically, there are a lot of psychological things happening. We know you like the ding on your apps. We know you like the deposits in your bank account. But we have to make sure they're all profitable, because then you're not going to have a business at all. And and I'm not going to say it's going to be easy, but this really is becoming the CEO, like managing your asset the way that you would want your asset manager managing your assets. So I really want you to focus on, and these things are not easy to learn too. I don't want you to think like this video, all of a sudden, like this far out premium, you're going to get it overnight. This is going to take work. It's going to take really looking at the data. But the best part is this is going to compound for you over time with each and every reservation.
If you do nothing else, the next time a guest asks you to rebook with you and it's farther out than your booking window and you're not confident about rates yet, I want you to pause. The next time your town becomes a hotspot for some concert or event and you want to get your place listed and open for bookings, I want you to pause. Okay? And if you're not dialed in on your strategy for that event, that is your sign to dig in and understand the analytics and your strategy and all of the booking windows that go into it, what other people are getting, when they get it. Just because they're booked does not mean that you're not going to get booked. There are times when we are literally waiting till the last minute, but it's because it's kind of like
it's worth it.
It's worth it because
It's worth it.
we know there are more people coming in. We haven't reached occupancy in our market yet. They got to book somewhere, so they're going to book with us.
And that's the key to not only understanding your pricing, it's understanding all of the numbers in your business. And that's the other thing that we see is people do not know all of their financials, and they are buffering by messing with the pricing instead of looking at the books. So this becomes easier. This becomes easier when you know your numbers, when you understand your high season, your low season, you understand the exact number that you're bringing in, not only for the month, for the quarter, but for the year. That's also what stirs up this panicking and this panic pricing, and it's a bigger symptom of not knowing your numbers.
Far out premiums and that feature inside of PriceLabs has been a game changer for us, and they can be for you too.
So stop stressing about pricing. Check the link in our show notes today when you sign up for PriceLabs. Again, it's a 30-day free trial. So what do you have to lose? Nothing, and you have everything to gain. And then they're also going to give you that $10 off your first invoice. So don't delay. Hit up PriceLabs today.
Protect your calendar, capture premium rates, and run your business like the CEO you are.
And if you want to check out, we have another video of why your Airbnb isn't making as much money as you think. Yeah. Run, don't walk to watch that one. But let us know in the comments, do you have a far out premium like pricing strategy, or is this like what just happened? Did we like rock the world underneath you? So let us know if you're already on this far out premium train or you're hopping on.
With that, I am Sarah Karakayan. Thanks for visiting.